Friends and family, welcome to Lunch with the Doc. You thought you could get rid of me, but guess what? You couldn't. I am back for Lunch with the Doc. And I have two very special guests with me, Dr. Gary Arthur, Mr. Brian Wisely, and we are at the Well in Laguna Beach, North Laguna, right by Black Dot Pavilions and Jan's. And we're so happy to have Mr. Brian Wisely on the show with us today. Yes. Fitness expert, longtime Laguna local, volleyball star, taught me a lot. And now we're here at his gym. So, Mr. Brian, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. It's great to have you guys.
So where are we?
We are in the Well. This is a personal training studio. We have our clients come in and work with a trainer.
Cool.
Where we focus primarily on strength training here,
Yeah.
but we do coach people on complete fitness regimens to lead them to health-based physical fitness. That's our primary objective here.
So cool. Well, we want to have you guys just kind of check out the gym. So we're just going to walk around, take a quick tour, and then we're going to head over to Jan's across the street and eat some gloriously healthy food. So let's check it out. So what do we got? How have you kind of designed this gym?
So I equipped the gym to be a training facility.
Yeah.
So we have no fixed motion equipment here whatsoever, which that means that the exerciser has to perform the movement and provide the force. In a fixed motion machine, let's say like a knee extension machine, the exerciser only applies the force, the machine provides the movement.
Oh, interesting.
So that requires greater mind-body connection, coordination,
Interesting.
And an understanding of what you're doing.
Okay.
So that's the equipment that I chose. I also chose to leave as much open space as I possibly could. I did not want to over-equip the gym. So we have these little nooks where people can get involved in doing functional movement training.
Yeah.
Got a little nook over there. We've got plenty of open space in the back. And then we included a lot of accessory items like the famous and popular TRX. We've got a couple of those. And then in the back, we've got all kinds of bars and bands and bells and whistles.
Because at 9 in the morning here, when all the trainers are here with all of their clients, you need these little nooks of space. So the extra space really helps.
Yeah, we're here at lunchtime doing this when we're quiet, so we're not disrupting people's training.
Yeah, 3 hours previous from now, we're packed.
We do have an Olympic squat rack, which we use as a bench press as well for some of our stronger, more athletic clients.
Usually if you find me here, I'll just be using the bar, and it's even that's a little too much for me. So you gotta ask Sean to actually show you a proper squat.
And then this backspace we use for a lot of stretching. I have an instructor here who also does yoga and a method called foundation training, which Gary engages in.
I work with that, it's great. That's our little corner right over there every Tuesday, Thursday mornings. We're over there doing flexibility stuff and keeping the body flexible and moving. So.
This is the basic posture of a foundation training. Try it out. It's awesome. Makes you look great.
Gotta keep moving. And then we do have some cardio equipment because part of our program here is that people will include cardio in their fitness regimen. I'll go over a little bit more our master philosophy in a little bit when we're having lunch.
But you got your cardio over there.
Yep.
Stairmaster, row, elliptical, and then you got some bikes right here.
And then the bikes. Yep.
So good.
When I first met Brian, it was probably the late 80s, and he was a professional volleyball player at the time. A great player, and then he got into training, and there were a number of different facilities that he's worked at. He used to work down on Pacific Coast Highway when there was a gym down there. And then he got his own place that he started his own place called The Well that was upstairs. And then he saw the opportunity to get a bigger facility with high ceilings and be able to help a lot more people. And so many of us that have believed in him over the years just moved with him as he changed his facilities from one place to another. You know, we've just continued moving to wherever he is. And
We gotta wait for them.
yeah.
Wait, keep going.
There's the Well Fitness, so you know where you're going from there. And you know, the thing I like about Brian's philosophy is that he's not necessarily into, let's just say, bodybuilding or looking like you're on the front of a fitness magazine. But although these people could be on the front of a fitness magazine, but it's not like pose down muscle building. It's more about function. It's more about movement. It's more about at your activity levels that you love and enjoy. Whether you're a tennis player, or a surfer, or a volleyball player, or a bicyclist, as well as even professional athletes come here and train as well. So he's just got a really good philosophy, which he'll go over when he talks about his pillars of fitness. But it really isn't just about getting bigger biceps or isolating one muscle group because you want to, look necessarily like one part of your body is hypertrophy.
Yeah, he's always talked about health-based physical fitness rather than like vanity-based physical fitness or something like that. So he's always working to get to health rather than to just looking good, which a lot of people go to the gym to do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can look good, but also you want to be fit and athletically functional. So,
sweet.
Be emotionally acceptable.
Yeah.
But once somebody gets in line with better nutrition, they start to feel better, look better, perform better, think better, feel better, everything.
Yeah.
The second pillar is cardiovascular conditioning or aerobic exercise. That's super important in keeping your heart healthy, your vascular system healthy, all of your organ systems healthy.
Yeah.
Getting oxygen throughout your body, and it's very important for your mind. Good cardio conditioning keeps your mind healthy. Third thing is strength training. Every single person on the planet should do some form of strength training. If you don't, you fall prey to a thing that's called sarcopenia.
Sarcopenia.
Sarcopenia, that's the medical term for age-related muscle loss, which happens to every human being as we age. If you don't do something to prevent sarcopenia, you get weaker and weaker and weaker, and eventually osteoporosis sets in, your bones get weak, you fall down, you break something. It's a bad recipe. That's number 3. Number 4 is flexibility and mobility. Gary spoke a little bit about that earlier. We all need to maintain a reasonable level of mobility and flexibility, or else our quality of life is not as it should be.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the person that gets up out of the chair and it's just, oh boy,
All the time.
so a reasonable level of work on your flexibility and mobility is important to your health-based fitness. Excuse me. And then the 5th and final thing is about properly scheduling your fitness life. And I believe in scheduling your fitness life like you schedule your school life or your business life on a week-to-week basis, because that's how the rest of our life runs. How many times a week are you doing cardio? Every individual on the planet should be doing at least 150 minutes a week. Whoa. Minimum. And most people don't do that. I think the recent stat I just saw is 1 in 3 people get that. So that's only 33.3% of the population get enough cardio.
Wow.
Strength training, full body strength training, at least twice a week.
Okay.
Flexibility should be done daily. And then obviously the first pillar, good nutrition, has to be done multiple times a day, every day.
So let's talk about that for a second. Nutrition, like how have you seen nutrition play an impact on your patients?
well, I think the biggest thing right off the bat comes out are there deficiencies.
Yeah.
If there are deficiencies, those have to be, handled, and whether they're vitamin deficiencies, mineral deficiencies, other micronutrients, fat deficiencies or fat imbalances, those things are so important. So handling deficiencies first, and then also handling excesses. If there's excess inflammation because a person's eating hydrogenated oils or chips or things like that, that can lead to inflammation. That can lead to hormonal imbalances and premature aging. So,
Can we pause on the hormonal imbalances?
yeah.
How does that impact someone's physical body?
Well, if someone is deficient in their estrogen, their progesterone, their testosterone, those things all,
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
play a huge role in terms of the strength and tone of your muscular system, Hormones are very important in that as well. We were just talking about at what part does nutrition play, and I said if there's deficiencies, those need to be taken care of. A lot of those you can find in blood tests and symptom surveys. If there's excesses, those need to be handled. Inflammatory excesses, toxic excesses, bad fats. There's lots of different things that sometimes, or even too much alcohol, too much caffeine, not enough water. I mean, that's the biggest one is dehydration. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to water.
Cheers to that.
Hydration.
Here on our high pressure Santa Ana conditioned super dry day, we need to hydrate.
Heck yeah. So what are the foods that you guys find are hardest for people to kick? And what are the foods that are hardest for people to like bring on as something that's healthy for them to eat? Because I'm sure you guys see like the internal battle as these people are trying to get healthy and trying to, start to implement like a healthy diet from you guys' point of view. Like, hey, you guys should probably think about the way they eat. Here's some things to work on. Here's some things to deduce, take away. What are some of the things that you guys have experienced with your clientele?
For me, the clear winner and the hardest food to kick is sugar,
Wow, yeah.
by far. And that's its addictive behavior in the brain, the dopamine response. The hardest food to get people to eat consistently in the proper proportion are vegetables. And in particular, the cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, leafy greens.
I can attest to that. I have hated broccoli my whole life, and I still don't like it. But I know how good it is for me and how good it is for my brain, and yet it's like, it's like my dislike for it outweighs the benefit it does to my body. And it's like even me growing up under him and now being fitnessly oriented, it's still hard to do.
You might find that you need to cook it a different way.
Okay.
Maybe
Yep.
if you put it in some olive oil and grill it, and it has a little bit of a smoky flavor or something, you might find there's a different way to cook it.
So you're saying get creative.
Yeah.
Try new things.
And I would agree with Brian in terms of sugar. Where sugar comes in is carbohydrates, basically, because it's causing these big surges in your blood sugar level based on how much carbohydrates you get in, and then that starts a vicious cycle of high and low blood sugar. Every time that blood sugar goes up with sugar or high carbohydrate meal, then you have this inflammatory response. Cortisol is released, insulin is released. You're basically going to go into fat production and pain and inflammation production, which is then going to back up the liver. I mean, it's this cascade of events. So I would agree.
Yeah, the more sugar you eat, the more likely you are to become a fat storage body. The less sugar you eat, the more likely you are to become a fat usage
Yeah,
body.
right here. Yeah,
In other
over
words,
here.
using stored
Nice.
body fat
Yeah.
as a fuel source, which is what everybody wants.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Hey,
Brilliant.
I'm a
So
chicken.
who got
guy.
chicken?
I'm a chicken guy.
You want chicken or chicken?
I'll go with chicken.
Take a look at that.
No, you got